All right, welcome to week 4 of Selling Weekly Lottos. This week's winner, again, is me. This week, I made $636, but I only risked $62,500. I'll show you later why that's important. Okay, so this week, let's go ahead and check out my profits right here. All right, so I sold a GME 25 call. I sold 10 of them, each for $26, for 10 of them $260, and I bought them back for $40, which is about $220 in profit. And I sold a MicroStrategy 380 put. Now this I actually did 2 times. So I sold it for the first time for like 320-ish, and then I bought it back for 90, and then the next day it went back up, so I sold it for 250-ish again, and I bought it back for $50. So total was about 413 profits, okay? So that was in total 626. All right, $626 made out of $62,500 risked. Okay, I went ahead and also made a spreadsheet so I don't have to type in all the math every time. All right, let's go ahead and check out the spreadsheet right here. All right, so this is pretty important. This week, because I made less money, I actually reduced my annualized income. But because I made more money from less risk, I increased my yield. The most important thing for me here is that in week 1, the last week, week 4, I actually made more money than week 1 with almost half the risk. So that increased my annualized yield. All right. So instead of like 0.29, 0.3, or 29-30% last week, now it's up to like 32-33% for the year. All right, so that's pretty important to take less risk and make even more. That gave me over 1% yield for the week. All right, my average right now is around like 0.64%, so I almost doubled my average. And right now I'm making about, on average, $900 a week, and my average risk is just over 1/8 of a million, like $130,000, 140 I'm risking every week. And so yeah, overall, even though I made less money this week, I got I think a better result as far as the income gained versus the risk taken. All right, so this is my 4th week doing this, and I want to try to like help you guys visualize kind of what this is. So some of you might be thinking I'm not making much for how much I'm risking, but let's make a analogy. Let's make a game. Okay, so let's say it's just a coin flipping game. So to play this game, you got to buy in for $20. All right. Each time you flip a coin and it's heads, the first time you win $10, and then every time after that, you double your money. Up to a maximum of 7 times, because I am doing these weekly. So 7 times, 7 days. All right. So the first coin flip, you can make $10, but you're still losing because you bought in for 20. So you have to do 2 coin flips to even break even. And 2 coin flips, that's 25% chance to even break even. All right. So you have to do 3 coin flips, get them all heads, and that's about a 12.5% chance to win. And by the 3rd coin flip, if you get heads, you win 40, but you bought in for 20, so that's $20 in winnings. Okay. The 4th coin flip, there's a 6.25% chance that you'll win that, and you'll make $80 minus the 20, so that's $60. All right. The 5th coin flip, you got 3.125% chance to win, but at that point you'll make $160 minus the $20. That's $140 profit. By the 6th coin flip, you got like 1.5% chance to win, but at that point you'll make $300, okay? 320 minus the 20 you bought in, okay? And then by the 7th coin flip, if that's a heads, you have a less than a percent chance to win that, but at that point you will make $620, 640 minus 20, okay? So would you want to be the player of that game, or do you want to be the seller of that game? I personally would want to be the seller, because even though I'm only making $20 each time, there's such a low chance that they win that I'll continuously be making money, and eventually all I need to do is have 31 people play the game, and I've pretty much paid for one person to get a max win. All right. Now, a funny note is I actually tested this with my girlfriend, and the first time we played, she got 5 heads in a row, and I had to pay her $140. So there is a chance you can lose and have to pay out, okay? But it's such a small chance that I'm willing to take the risk of having to pay someone out to get consistent income coming in, all right? So that's the weekly update for the Selling Weekly Lottos this week, and happy 4th of July if you're in the United States, and I'll see you next week for the next update. All right, take it easy.